Hello, Gemini. This is my 4th attempt at your video. This is my last attempt at your video. Okay? Show me energy present for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and those dealing with Gemini. Show me the energy for the sign of Gemini for August 2019. So you have the Tower first out. The Tower talks about shakeups. It talks about things going awry. It talks about, foundations that don't really hold much water. They don't hold and stabilize much of anything, really. Could be dealing with Scorpio energy, but it is a card of shock. It's a card of abrupt change. Sometimes bad news, sometimes shocking news. And sometimes it's you changing things up in a very drastic way, which causes everything to fall apart, but it's also your own design. So there's a lot of potentials there, Gemini. Show me more for Gemini. So you've got the 10 of Wands here. Swear to God, these fucking readings. You guys, you've been having really heavy readings, and I scrapped 2 of them because I couldn't even process what was going on. Honestly, I couldn't even process it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on for Gemini? Show me more for Gemini. The Knight of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck for the Knight of Cups is the Page of Cups. Flying out, you have the Emperor. At the bottom of the deck for the Emperor, you have the Ace of Cups. Show me more for Gemini. Five of Wands in reverse. Show me more for Gemini. 7 of Cups. It came out like that. I'm going to read it both ways. Leave it upright, but read it both ways. Okay, let's do this, you guys. Let's do this. You're at the bottom of the deck. The King of Swords right there. King of Swords. That's you, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So it feels like there's been a release of something that happened in the past, a letting go of some information that may have been very shocking to you, some sort of letdown, some sort of emotional cataclysmic moment in regard to you and possibly somebody else. You are letting it go. You may be seeking guidance in regard to helping yourself letting it go. But now you have the Knight of Cups and the Emperor here. The Knight of Cups is somebody who is essentially wanting to exchange their emotions. They want to give you communication as far as what they're feeling, what they're thinking. Sometimes it can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who, they even if it's not a water sign, it's somebody who wants to essentially extend themselves. They want to go on a date with you. They want to maybe take the relationship a little bit further. Sometimes it's just somebody who's very amorous and wants to express their feelings, The Emperor is a little bit different. The Emperor is somebody who's solid. He is stubborn. He's very domineering at times. But the Emperor is also somebody who is steady and steadfast, essentially. They are somebody who's in it to win it. They're kind of like the King of Pentacles in a certain way. They don't fuck around with minimal bullshit, okay? They are somebody who is very intent on making things happen in their life. They care for those that they're around. They care about themselves, and they kind of at times have been known to not be as emotional as a relationship might require, just because they're more so set on the details and minutia of a situation in how to make things happen and organize and create and solidify. And, they take care. They're huge caretakers. The Emperor rules an empire. He's higher than a king energy. You can talk about being a CEO, a banker, people who are in positions of power. Sometimes it's just an Aries, okay? But that energy is coming towards you. For this to be here, you have somebody who's potentially solid wanting to offer you something. Now, with the Five of Wands is letting go of conflict. It's letting go of somebody needing to be right all the time. It's somebody who's guarded, somebody who thinks that other people are out to get them in regard to, ideas or whatever it may be. But it's conflict. It's feeling up against the wall about things. It's having to prove yourself to others, having to make sure that you're heard over everybody else. And sometimes it's even, well, I get the last word. It's letting that go, It's no longer needing to have the last word, no longer needing to fight, no longer needing to be right about everything. I don't know why that's coming out in regard to the Seven of Cups as well. So remember, the Seven of Cups, it's on its side. Oftentimes when cards pop out on their side, I read them as 50-50 energy, so something that may or may not happen. The Seven of Cups talks about confusion. It talks about having many options in regard to which direction you want to go in, and each option is uniquely a completely different path, And so it's like, choose wisely, because this is going to alter your experience, and in a big way. And I think a lot of the time we get very confused in regard to that. And so we have this period of vacillation. We're not sure, we're double checking everything, or we're just being stagnant, period, because we're afraid of change, Perhaps that's the conflict that you need to let go of, picking something, doing something, maybe accessing the potential of this situation with this person after you've been through a fairly traumatic situation over here that's been tiring and exhausting. So, let's pull some cards. Let's pull some cards, because my brain is about to pop. Y'all drove me crazy. Show me the Tower. So for the Tower, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So essentially, whatever the situation is, could be with a Scorpio, does not have to be, but it's left you wanting to walk away from it. Hence also this Ten of Wands. It's walking away from something that was just not for you. It could have been you also walking away from something that was an utter burden to you as well. Sometimes relationships are just burdensome. Sometimes people are annoying. Sometimes people just don't get it, and we're growing at different paces. And it's like, I don't have the time to sit and wait for you to grow and make up your mind and take your thumb out of your ass. Like, I don't have that time. I don't have that energy, and I don't have the desire for that. Sometimes we grow apart from people. So this may have also been you breaking the situation apart and choosing to be on your own. That's kind of nice. Powerful. Show me the Ten of Wands. So for the Ten of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords. I liked how that smacked the Nine of Pentacles. Did you see that? The Ten of Swords is essentially somebody who is, they're a cheater, they're deceptive, they lie, they're thieves. They are people who will completely disregard your relationship because they choose to be with other people. They don't really have much investment in you unless it's for themselves. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. So this can talk about people giving to others unfairly, somebody giving to somebody else other than the person that they're supposed to be giving to if they're in a monogamous relationship. Not everybody's going to be in a monogamous relationship. I get that. But for those of you that want that, this is essentially somebody who goes against it. And it feels like, Gemini, you excised yourself from this. So you don't want to be in it. Show me the Knight of Cups, please. Show me the Knight of Cups. Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles in regard to the Knight of Cups is having options. It's having decision time. It's taking consideration of one thing over the other, weighing one thing over the other, like scales, like figuring out which one's going to be better, which provides more longevity, which is going to be happier. Is this going to make more money? Am I going to be seen as a better version of myself? Am I a better version of myself if I get involved with this? Like, it's weighing options up, You may have two options in love. You may have a water sign and you may have a fire sign. That may be the potential between these two energies. This is the past, this is current energy, and this is future energy. This is the underlying energy. Show me the Emperor here. So for the Emperor, you have this Eight of Cups in reverse. You have the Moon. You have the Queen of Swords here. And you have the Nine of Cups. So this, with these Six of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, so this essentially feels like somebody wanting to come back or revisit something with you. You may feel that it is, or they may feel, once somebody here feels like they can communicate with you, they feel like you're simpatico, you're somebody who is emotionally connected with them. It might be a situation where they had that with you before and they caused some bullshit with you, you know, but now it's like you have your sword raised and you're staring at this moon. The moon talks about deception. It talks about unclarity, not having clarity. It talks about lies, deception, not seeing what is actually being presented in front of you because what's being presented is not completely there. Not all of the information is there. And with this Queen of Swords, it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to deal with that. I've had enough bullshit. You tell me the truth now or we're done. You know, there is no leeway anymore with the Queen of Swords. There is no, yes, I love you. Let's make up and it's okay. There is, give me facts or get the fuck out for good. That's the Queen of Swords here, and that's what I feel from you, Gemini. And I think part of you, in a certain way, if that is the energy that you're carrying, is almost laughing at this. It's almost like annoyance and almost like a self-preservation mechanism, but some of it is almost comical as well. It's like, I can't believe you fucking want this from me, or I can't believe you think that you can come in and talk to me about this or even approach me. That's what I feel. Show me the Five of Wands in reverse for Gemini. So for the Five of Wands in reverse, you have the Five of Swords and you have the Hangman. So yeah, when you let go of this burden, you really let go of this burden, you know. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. So you truly let somebody go. You want them to go, and it feels like they're back and they want to communicate something with you. You've got the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords. You've got this Moon. You've got the Five of Wands in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, Tower, Ten of Wands. You have some really, really, really heavy hitting cards. Cards of deception, confusion, cards of annoyance, cards of betrayal, cards of exhaustion, not wanting to deal with something anymore because it's totally exhausting. Even if they're coming at you with this, like, what's it called? You know, hey, let's talk about this. Hey, let me share my emotions. Let me share my feelings with you. Let me tell you about what I really, really feel about you. You still are up against somebody who can be potentially domineering and closed off when, when they want to be. The Emperor does that. They are closed off when they want to be, when they need to be. They don't go into any detail. They just give you what they want you to know. It's like a very corrupt boss sometimes. I know he's upright, but the energy I'm feeling from all of this is a very selfish person. And you're on the fence about all of it. It's like you've already walked away from it. You've already let it go. And now it's back and you're on the fence about it. And I don't even, on the fence. You're not on the fence about it. I'm sorry. It's like you're waiting to hear what they say. But I really don't think you're going to be getting engaged back into the situation. When I say engaged, I don't mean married. Oh my God. I'm like so angry right now. What the fuck? What the fuck, Gemini? What the fuck? Oh, I don't like that. Blah. Oh my God. I don't like that, you guys. Oh, fuck. Seriously, Mary, see, I don't like that type of energy where it starts to bleed into me. That's not cool. All right. Yeah, the devil is toxic energy here. Toxic energy. Do you see how he fell on the Emperor? Ugh. All right, let's put this fucker back. Show me the seven. Okay, look, and I do want to mention too, you have the Seven of Cups here at the bottom of the deck for the Devil. Underneath there, you have the Seven of Cups. This person has options. This person has choices. Now, they've had that. They've exercised that. It feels like they've left you for something. Now they're back. Also, I do want to retrograde. I do want to mention that now is still retrograde season, still retrograde energy. I didn't know it was. I'm not an astrologer, but apparently it is. So things are still kind of filtering back in and out. I'm not a fan. You know, I think if people treat people like shit, well, that's it. You know, sure, you can hear them out, but like, if somebody's coming back like this devil energy, it's like they're setting you up for failure. They don't care about you. They don't give a shit. They just want what they want, and they're back to do that again. Ooh, show me the Seven of Cups, please. For the Seven of Cups, you have the Hermit. I feel like you had the Hermit earlier too. No, maybe that was Aquarius. Either way, the Hermit is deep, deep, deep contemplation, deep consideration in regard to what works for you. But it's not so much just this Hangman energy where it's the consideration of, oh, well, will this work for me, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's on a spiritual level. It's like, does engaging in this situation help me grow? Is it supposed to be coming again into my life, or can I really let this go? You know, it's having the understanding that this was a level of learning and you don't have to repeat it if you choose not to. And honestly, Gemini, I don't think you're going to be repeating this. I think from the get-go, you had the right idea with the Nine of Pentacles to get the fuck out of Dodge. And this is this person just basically bringing in a charade. Show me the King of Swords now. Queen of Cups. So this person, they may be coming up as the King of Swords, but whatever it is, it feels like a Queen of Cups was let go of. I know the Queen of Cups in reverse can talk about a manipulative woman, somebody who's drinking, somebody who's overeating, somebody who, you know, basically takes advantage of others because she can see their vulnerabilities. But it also can talk about, in reverse, it can talk about somebody cutting somebody out. You know, the King of Swords cuts people out. You may be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You may be cutting a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio out of your life for doing whatever bullshit that's potentially occurred. But it feels like somebody is done with somebody else and now they're back trying to knock at your door. And I don't think you're really having it. I don't think you're having it. Some of you, this person may like actually... Ugh, I hate this. I hate this. Some of you, this person actually does love you, but they're still up to bullshit. Fuck, man. I don't like these deceptive people. Like, so many of the readings have been about like these deceptive types. Like, they actually do love you, but they're still not going to change. They're still willing to like put you in jeopardy, your health, your time, your wellness, your finance. Like, they're still just in it to win it and hit it. I hate that. I hate that. Yet they still love you. Fucking figure it out. Jesus Christ. I'm not yelling at you, Gemini. It's the people. It's this trash y'all hang out with. Oh my God. Ah, my brain, it's about to explode. All right, give me some advice for Gemini, please. 4 cards popping out. First card out, you have the 3 of Pentacles, you've got the 4 of Wands, you have the Sun, and you've got the 2 of Wands. With the 10 of Wands, I'm sorry, I'm not saying wands, I mean swords. I mean sharp daggers. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, the Sun, 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords. So, the energy here with this, you know, you have somebody wanting to offer you more. You have somebody wanting to offer you a second round, and they're hoping that you are of the same mindset. Gemini, I don't think you're of the same mindset. I really don't. I think you've dealt with the 10 of Wands before. Here, now it's here again with the 10 of Swords. This is even to a deeper degree. This is exhaustion, being tired of dealing with the situation. This is literally being stabbed in the back by somebody. You have the 7 of Swords, you got the 5 of Swords. 4 of Swords, you are taking a motherfucking break from all of this, and if not for now, for good. The Sun, you've already experienced this. You know what this person is about. You've had this explained to you. You've found out about it. You've spied about it. You know about it. Whatever it is, you are in the know, and there's no point in even venturing back into this. 2 of Air. Ugh, the 2 of Air talks about stagnancy. It talks about taking breaks. It can also talk about just an utter stalemate. And I think maybe, Gemini, that's where you leave this person, in a stalemate. Or they may have left you in one. But honestly, Gemini, I think that you have more to offer this world and yourself than dealing with this again. Again. And again, I apologize for getting upset. I've been doing readings where this is just so much of the same energy, and it's so frustrating because so many of you guys are going through it, and I know it's real because I'm going through it, and I hate it. I really hate it. I hate when people are deceptive and uncaring, and I hate when people, are conniving and they just don't give a shit, and the problem with it all that I think hurts the most is that they actually do care about you and they do love you, but it's in their own fucked up way. And the problem with that is they're so fucked up, they don't know how to truly love. So I feel bad for these types of people, but I also feel very, very grateful that people like you can stand strong in their power and choose to get away from this, choose to see it as a finality, choose to take time to heal from this and give yourself more. Cut people out, but sometimes it's literally all you can do. Okay, Gemini. Oh my God. I hope you're doing well. This is okay. I'm gonna let it go here, you guys. Yeah, good luck with everything. Stay strong, stay powerful. You have the right to experience beautiful things in your life, and it is not unless you need it to be necessary. It's not necessary for you to be involved with people who love you but can't commit, or love you but choose to hurt you, or, literally just don't know themselves enough to give you the love that, you can share equally with a partner. So, all right, Gemini, you guys take care. If you feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box. I love you guys. Bye.